We are finally here. 17 out of 17 weeks of training done, and my half marathon is scheduled for tomorrow. Hopefully, and I'll tell you about it in this week's Sprint Retro. This week's Sprint Retro is inspired by a friend of mine, Autum Becht, who is another Agilist, and she does yays and oh mans with her kids. And I thought it was a good way to wrap up my training. Here are the yays and my final week of my Sprint Marathon training. I got all 3 workouts in as scheduled. 2 were in the gym and 1 was on the road. And the one that was on the road was a short, what they call drill workout. It was only half a mile, but it was in 30-degree weather, and the weather app said that it felt like 14 outside due to the wind chill. So to get motivation, I walked myself to Starbucks for a hot chocolate. And one of my workouts was at Orange Theory, and I actually decided to get on the Strider and elliptical for the first time since before I started training. And I remember how much I love it, so I'm happy to be getting back to that. I finalized my course. I even set up a sign-up genus for family and friends to help me with some snacks, as well as if they wanted to walk with me. And my parents have agreed to be my driver, somewhat my go-to. And one of my cousins kindly bought me snacks and some drinks that my parents will bring for me. For the oh mans, I think there was a technical issue within my app, and there wasn't a long walk this week. But in addition to that, the most I've completed in my training was 6.32 miles, and I gotta go 13.1 at least, and I just hope my body's ready for it. In addition to this one that I just did on Monday was the shortest walk in the coldest temperature, but it had my longest minute per mile pace. So as I consider my historicals, the longer duration and lower temperatures, my pace could actually be more than what I'm used to, which means it could take me longer. It has been snowing, raining, and sleeting here, and today the temperature's just maybe 33, 34, but the temperatures are supposed to drop tonight into the 20s, which means all the water on the roads and or sidewalks that's melted could turn to ice. And finally, I am excited that I'm excited to still be here. I had thought that I would get halfway through and be like, I'm not gonna do this. But because of the way I'm doing it, it's been manageable. Yet it has been a time and energy consuming goal. I literally spent a quarter of last year preparing for this, and I'm ready to move on to some new goals. So that leaves us with what's next. I'm gonna watch the weather, scope out the sidewalks to see if it is safe to continue with my half marathon. Shout out to someone else on LinkedIn who sent me a picture of him crossing a marathon finish line in 40-degree weather raining. That won't be me. If it proceeds and it's sunny and in the 40s and we're all good, then I will continue with my event and get a massage on Monday. If not, I will postpone to a later date. Next weekend, it is supposed to be higher temperatures, but it's supposed to be raining, and that's one of my deal breakers. That will also prolong my training and also push back some other timelines. So it is most preferable that I do my half marathon tomorrow as much as possible. I've said this over and over again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly believe that posting these videos in the newsletter has been a great accountability partnership for me. And I'm just grateful for you following this journey with me. And please say some prayers that I can ring in my 40th birthday having this goal get to done. I'm Katrina, and I'm the Scrum Mother.